Hello and welcome. Today is another action day where we're going to talk about the R in the RESPECT program a little bit more, how to build that awareness, how to open that gap between stimulus and response. Today we're going to talk about wanting another now. One of my favorite authors and speakers talks a lot about wanting another now, and it'll be in the resource section. But wanting another now means that most of us, especially in this culture, we're always in this minute, but we're wishing we were in a different minute. And we're here at this place, we're wishing we were in a different place. We're with this person, we're wishing we were with a different person. We're in this body, we're wishing this body was a different body. We're pretty much just always wanting another now, wanting another body, wanting another self, wanting another partner, wanting another house, wanting another job. We're just not really satisfied with this. But here's the secret, this is what's happening. This is reality. This is where we are. So it's almost as if we're constantly shifting mentally into what's not happening, not paying attention to what is happening, which is this. This is the body I live in. This are my thoughts. This is my mind. This is my family. This is my house. This is reality. But there's something about this human condition that makes us just want something else and spend a lot of our time thinking about what will happen tomorrow, or thinking about what has happened in the past, or mulling over how things went, fearing what will happen with this and getting worried about that. Really just basically starving our current existence with trying to project ourselves into places we can't be. We can't live in the future, we can't live in the past, we're just right here. So let's talk a little bit about what this would mean if we actually spend a little bit of time just being here now and kind of declaring a truce to say, this is what it is. What would happen if this is what it was? What if this is the body I live in? What if this is the marriage I have? What if these are the kids that I did? And what if that's about how I did as a parent? And what if this is how clean my house is? And what if this reality just is what it is? And instead of, again, being the judge, but going back to being the detective and just saying, what is it? Now, I really learned this personally with my kids. I think that I started out parenting with a lot more rigidity and saying, you need to do this and you need to be this way. And I was spending a lot more time saying, I need you to be this type of person. I definitely was this way as a wife as well as a mother. And I've made a really big switch in recent years to being a lot more interested and curious and saying, hey, who are you? What are you like? And can you imagine how different that feels if somebody's talking to you and I say to you, hey, be this way, I'd really like you to change, I'd really like you to do this. Could you just take who you are and tweak it and be like this instead? You feel non-accepted and you probably feel a little discouraged and maybe defensive and maybe like, well, you are a jerk. But if I say to you instead, hey, you know what? If you don't change a dang thing, I'm cool. That's fine. You don't need to change anything. And I love you as you are. And I think you're pretty cool. And here's the things that I admire about you and I like about you. And I'm interested to know you as you are, not as you could be or maybe will be or anything like that. But just today, in this now, I'm interested in that person. Man, that feels really good, And it makes you kind of feel like, wow, there's room for me to be who I am here. And making that room actually gives you room to try other things. But for some reason, always wanting to be something else and that non-acceptance, it's this huge irony. People don't change because you say, I'll accept you when you're different. We try that all the time. Thousands and thousands of years of human experience, we've tried to think people will change if I just make sure they understand how much I want them to or how much I don't accept them, then they'll change. But no, that's never happened. Long term, there's no evidence for the fact that that would ever work. Ironically, what works is unconditionality. Everybody wants to just be unconditionally loved for who they are right now. And it's just a sad state of affairs that we just can't accept each other as we are. We really want perfection. We really want everybody to just give us the things that we think they should be. We're also really good at telling others how to live their lives while we don't pay attention to our own. So I'd really like you to spend just a little mental exercise today to say, what if this is it? What if this is me? And this can be enlightening and scary, but what if this is your body and it never changes? What if this is your marriage and it never changes? What if this is the problems that you're dealing with right now or the cycles that you've seen in your life? What if you keep seeing those cycles? Could you be okay? Now, sometimes, maybe you're in a really dangerous situation marriage-wise. Maybe the answer is like, holy cow, no. You can learn some stuff that you might be hiding from yourself from this question. But a lot of people say, oh, I guess I'd be all right. You know, you kind of have to take a moment to look at it and say, is your desire to want things to change completely making it so you don't enjoy what you have? And that's part of why we try to enjoy sugar when we eat it rather than beat ourselves up over it. But spend just a little time today thinking, what if this is it? And you just get to live like this. Would you be okay? Now, if not, it's time to really start addressing that and making some changes. But you don't do that by beating yourself up today. You do that by being intentional and really, again, increasing that space so that you have the ability to make conscious decisions rather than just walk through life unconsciously. This has been a tremendous, tremendous thing in my life, in the life of my husband, and our marriage has improved substantially because we're allowed to meet each other where we're at instead of always trying to make each other be something else. So think on that. Spend a little time. What if this is it? I think you're great. I think it's fine as you are. Why don't we just meet ourselves where we're at? It's possible. So think on that.